Hey guys, here. Welcome to Market Monday. We got a lot to go over with how to make some coins off some nice little reroll methods. It's the same method we've talked about since the beginning of the year. We're going to talk about some news of the day, which I think we should get into first because, hot topics, getting a lot of content tomorrow. The UK Ultimate Kickoff, for those that were in the game at the time, a lot of people got these kickoff quick sells. So they're going to come into the game, and if your team, I got the Titans who won 9 games, so I'm going to get 7,000 training. Of course, you could have done a whole bunch of teams. You could have picked your team. You could have done the random set. I did the random set and got the Titans, so 9 wins, 7,000 training. What's that going to do to the market when a whole bunch of training is dumped on it? Well, I don't know, right? Have we got a lot of training dumped on the market before? There are some options here. Football Outsiders is coming Sunday. We'll get to that in just a little bit. You could throw your training and bring it into coins. You can do this re-roll a few times. You could save up and try to get 26,000 of it for a 95 overall playoff hero. So there's a little bit that you can do. Now, do I think a whole bunch of training dumped into the game is going to inflate the market at all in any way? It doesn't feel likely. It is a training sink, and I don't think we've frequently gotten training sinks, so we don't have any experience too much. I got 60,000 training because I've quick sold a lot of those 95s. I've downgraded a lot of cards. I'm trying to prep for Team of the Year, trying to prep for the Super Bowl content. There's so much coming this month that I'm having a hard time keeping up as a YouTuber and with the coin. So tons of training. What happens? I don't know a whole lot. I don't know if the market will go up or down. We're also getting weekend league rewards. We're not getting monthly awards until next week, or rewards until next week. So this week's Weekend League is going to be open. Definitely a good time to do Weekend League. During Open Weekend League, it's a little softer of a schedule that you'll face. But it will be hard to get top 100 because everybody will be winning more games. So it's kind of like a give and take. If you're a top 100 kind of guy, that is. But otherwise, getting to the top tier rewards, not too bad for like 16, 18 wins in there, whatever it is. So, training, yeah, that's coming tomorrow. Heavyweight vet sigs coming back. Apparently they said it. This morning on the, where'd it go? It's on the subreddit. They said, yeah. So they said it this morning on the morning show that's coming back. So just FYI, I just really hope that content is relevant, right? That content is really cool when it comes, but if it's 3 overall lower than the highest overall, how usable that is for a majority of the squads online, right? Oh, good on a theme team. Yeah, but you know what else is good for theme teams? Cards that are actually competitive with other squads you're going to face online. So hopefully they do the full work and give overalls that are at least somewhat fine. That's why we like the winter content, because every other day we got content that was relevant to our squads that we could add players to. With that stuff, it was kind of oh, flashbacks, heavyweights, veterans, fine. SIGs are actually relevant, but little pricey. Not a lot of people are pulling for them. So I guess we'll see. Anyways, here are the limiteds and the heroes for tomorrow, Team of the Week. This Ultimate Team is coming around the time of Team of the Week tomorrow, so 2 p.m. Eastern for Team of the Week is the normal time. That's Football Outsiders, sorry. This stuff's coming at 2 p.m., a little bit after that for the UK. So, limited Gallup, limited Mark Andrews. So, some offensive receiving options for you there. We'll see. Andrews' blitz card looked pretty good. We got Hero Mixon, Hero Deion Jones. Now, a lot of people are oh, cool, Saquon Barkley's coming. Now, if he's going to be a 94, he's much more relevant. But Eric Dickerson's already a 94 and already much better than Saquon because of that X factor. Saquon could be pretty nasty, but I would sell on hype if you have Saquon's power up. You definitely want to get rid of that before it goes live. A lot of people are going to be putting theirs on the market when it goes live, thinking, oh yeah, now that it's available, I love them. I'm gonna sell it now. So generally, when the hype is there, you want to sell unless the card is super easy to get, like solos or super cheap. Then you'll see a little bit of that inflation. And it's top end, and it's a top end card, obviously. Like that Mahomes ended up going up after he went out because of his abilities. So, Deion Jones, Joe Mixon, Warner there. So, San Francisco 49 theme team, what I just switched to, just got stronger. Moving on. Football Outsiders, we're getting Sunday before we get into the more market part of this. Kenyon Drake, Perriman's going to be fast, but no power up. So, I don't know. Solid, I guess. Good for you. Ravens theme teamers, getting more players for you, getting a bunch. Otherwise, it's basically Football Outsiders. What's sad about this irrelevant content for most of it is that it's like a kickers and punters promo. It's so weird that the only ones that were oh yeah, cool, we get new kickers and punters. And everything else oh, just ignore it. And I don't know. I'm sad with how they do content sometimes in this game. So, moving on. Is that all I wanted to go to? Coins per training. All right, with the auction house. Let's get to this spreadsheet. Let's get into the actual market part of the Market Monday. We've seen a very strange thing. I think you can pretty much see it and pick it up on it in the prices just by looking down it quickly. The 83s have inverted on the 82s. And this is something we've seen since that set came into the game Thursday. Because the set is 80 to 81, you can take these cards, put them in, and get like the gingerbread, put them in for AP. You can exchange that even higher. I believe I went over it on stream. I don't know if I did a video on it. I'm sorry that I don't update YouTube as much on these methods as I used to. I just wait for Market Monday to do all this stuff. But the method is no longer like super profitable. But the 80 overalls being 10K is god tier. That is so good for us for pulling packs and stuff. Some people say, hey, you want to pull gold player packs? Hey, just player packs. These get a player packs are actually surprisingly profitable. They've been very good all year. They're still amazing right now. Now, what you can do for these get a player packs is when you pull them, you get a 66. You could throw that into exchange set for a 70, 74 overall gold. That's fine. You could sell it on the block. That's fine. But you only get 20 sells per hour. So what you really want to do is when you pull these things, you want to end up putting it in for the low golds to the UK set. Let me go and show it. I think I have some low golds, but I'll just show the set because I've been doing this, spamming this a little bit. I'm just gonna try and get like the Gilmore set done, just sell on the block or whatever. But basically, what you go in here, the exchange sets, super nice. What you end up doing is for your low silvers, you put them into the gold exchange set. Sorry, low to high. Then to get the golds, the 75 to 79s go into this set. So when you get 75, sorry, not that set. Man, I'm getting a little confusing for you guys. I'm sorry. So the exchange sets you want to look for in Mutt Heroes, exchange. If you pull high golds or you have high golds, you do this 80 to 81 set. So golds right now, you can snipe them on the block too for like 1,000 or under. You can put them in this set, 5 of those high golds, and it's got to be high golds, so don't snipe low golds for 1,000. High golds for 1,000. You get an 80, you sell it for 10K. Okay? Easy. Now the high golds are exchanged to there. Now superstars, if you have low golds, you throw in the 70 74s for the high golds because the high golds are actually selling for a decent amount. These superstar players are because of Gilmore and Mahomes sets. So you can do this set. You can obviously do the exchange set if you really want to go up to 80s. People are like, oh yeah, you should go all the way to the gingerbread sets for the AP. It's kind of break even right now, or last time I did the method on that for the Zero Chill gingerbread man. So basically, you do the 280 to 82s to earn 1 gingerbread man. Use a gingerbread man to do this Adrian Peterson set. You get 3 gingerbread man for the Adrian Peterson. You can either wait to see if you get an exchange set, a 91 to 93, 94 exchange set when the new series tops. But I don't think we're going to get a 93 to 94 exchange set in this series because it feels a little too soon. If we do, this is God tier. This is a God tier exchange. If we don't get that exchange set, though, you can use that Adrian Peterson to go ahead and grab with the Zero Chill. I think it's Ghost of Madden, and then you go to the 90. You can either do the Terry McLaurin set if you want to reroll ghosts, but you can do this 391 to 92s for 93 ghost. You can do some of this stuff to kind of like roll it on up. You know what I mean? That makes sense? So you just roll all the way on up. So your choice of what to do for the Adrian Peterson to get him or to do the other exchange sets. Out of position's got some 93 overall out of position. I don't think it's that good. As the math doesn't really work on that. So, regardless, I think just sell your 80s and you're fine. Going on up from what I calculated out with the McLaurin, with the APs, to do the 91s to 93 exchange sets. You can also do, if you do sets, there's also the straight up exchange set that you should know of. Where you can go, boom, 89s to 91, 92. That's what people are talking about when they think the 93, 94 is coming next series. I think it's going to be a series break. So, just FYI, that's what people are thinking with the whole Adrian Peterson's type deal. But, there you go. That's how you try and do it with the Zero Chill exchange for Adrian Peterson on up to the 92, 94 Zero Chill kind of deal. All right, fair enough. Moving on. So, the method is 500 coin packs, roll it on up over to 80s, or just sell off those golds. Next. What did I have next on the thing? Did Football Outsiders, relevant? Okay. with Team of the Year on its way, I'm going to do a Team of the Year prediction video. Generally, the market tanks, right? Generally, it goes down. So I'm trying to sell off everything in my binder, not bolt it down. I'm trying to roll things up, trying to discard unused cards. I switched over my team to a half 49ers, half Steelers, plus other God Squad cards theme team. So I'm on the fence about selling a lot of stuff. Obviously, there are limited time cards. I'm going to end up rolling all of this training. Will training crash with Team of the Year? I don't know about crash, but I think it'll definitely go down. That's my prediction for the next week. When is Team of the Year? We don't know. If it's anything like last year, it would be this upcoming Monday. So, interesting. Team of the Year on its way. Maybe a little bit of a crash. I'll do a specific video on predicting that. Maybe tomorrow morning or something. I'll put out a video here on the YouTubes for that purpose. Packs. Team of the Year packs. I don't know if they're gonna be good this year. A lot of people are liking the playoffs bundle. It was whatever for me. These rerolls right now, these rerolls right here. These 83 plus are probably the worst rerolls I've ever seen in my life. These are terrible. I've seen some people like, oh, I've got a 93, 95, whatever, but I rolled this, I don't know, 20, 30, 50 times probably since it came out, and terrible. Yeah, stream can attest to that. So if you really want, that I talked about earlier with the 95, do that. Reroll right there. You can get this 150 pack for 85 plus. That's not a bad deal. But that's kind of what I want to talk about with Market Monday, with making coins for the set right now. Otherwise, because those playoff packs are spitting out a lot of 81s, 83, 85s, 87s, those things were very solid to snipe right away on day of promo. 87s came out a lot. So if we get a new pack or something putting out these cards quite a bit, it's not a bad idea to snipe because the playoff cards are flooding the market quite a bit. 87s for 26, not that big of a deal. It's kind of like the 83s, I feel like, that are really kind of sinking it. So 83s, these things were like 7,700. I think we did talk about that in the video that came out during the playoff promo. That's why you watch. But right now, because 82 to 83s, 9,300 is what you can snipe kind of there. But you see how that's kind of like just also the unfiltered price. So it's not as good anymore to snipe that like it was day of. So when Team of the Year comes out, you'll know that day of. Great sniping opportunity. But I think that's what I want to talk about with Market Monday. Overall, this month is going to have a tremendous amount of content. New high overalls are coming out. Demanded cards. I think if like McCaffrey gets a 98 overall running back card, he'll have human joystick and decimate that market. Even Dickerson we compete with. Human joystick is so good. It's so nice. But we'll see what kind of that card we'll get. We'll go more into that in the Team of the Year video. I hope you like the Market Monday, going over all the things coming, going through that 500 coin method. But thanks for watching. Call to action. I'll see you tomorrow.